Well, it's Saturday. They're already starting their music. Some of the houses next door. How's that hairdo?
Love shampoo.
This is what I found. Okay, not the worst. So I just made this really quick. It is just toast with butter, avocado with hot sauce. Always so good.
It just stops it up. I love it. Oh, and I can't forget my malaria pill.
We just left our room to look for a cab. So as you can see, everything here is super green. Also, the traffic's been a little weird. There's some protests going on right now in Ecuador. Actually shut the roads down and not allow traffic to come through. And I missed that one because I was talking to the camera. Okay, I've been waiting for about 5-10 minutes, but I finally found a taxi, I think. Yeah, okay, let's go. But I made it into town okay. And I used to be a huge fan of Uber, but there's something about it being unpredictable and you never know who's going to get in the car with you. It adds to the experience. Okay, so this is the town. A lot of these buildings are hostels, especially down by the water, but there's some residential as well. This town is surrounded by these shorter mountains. A lot of international people here staying in the hostel, especially right now, it's whale watching season. So because there's so many tourists and retirees, some of the prices can be a bit high here. And interestingly, this town reminds me a lot of like an up north town in Michigan where I grew up, where it feels very seasonal and everything's kind of driven by the people that visit. This is probably the most beautiful part of this town, down on the water, especially at this end. This pizza place coming up has the best pizza in this town, hands down. Yeah, this place here. So yeah, people constantly try to get you to come in the restaurant, show you the menu, go on a tour. Buenas. Lo siento, ya comí. So knowing a little Spanish though, really not needed. A lot of times they have the menu in English as well, or you could just Google Translate. Understanding of that. So I will say Ecuador has been one of my most challenging places I've traveled to. I'm pretty isolated from, especially this town. I have to drive at least 20 minutes to get here, which doesn't sound like a big deal. Bottled water and food, different things you need. It's not so bad after a week or two, but for an extended period of time, it kind of starts to wear on you. I found myself a little restless here, even though it's beautiful. This type of trip, I would probably cut it back to maybe 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks instead of a little over a month. Part of that has to do with the closest town is a tourist destination, so that's not really my style. And I don't care for too many of like the tours and stuff like that. I'd much rather explore my own. Although the whale watching tour, you have to do that at least once, whether it's here or somewhere else, but that was an unreal experience. Also, here they use the US dollar, which surprisingly has made it difficult for me because there's a lack of change. There's like a coin shortage, and I've even had restaurants reject $20 bills on a $6 or $7 check because it would have wiped out their drawer. Prepared for that. I didn't bring enough change, and my first taxi ride completely took all my small bills. Wow, isn't this place crazy? So this is that hotel. I love the thatched roofs. That is so cool. So what do you all think? Is it what you expected? Would you check out Ecuador yourself? Or have you been here? What do you think? Is this typically what the coastal cities are like, or is it different? Let me know. So this looks like a whale skeleton. So they found this big whale. Look at this thing. It's huge. I mean, this is like the size that I saw when I was on the whale watching tour. And this giant thing was only, I don't know, 30 or 40 feet from the boat. Just incredible to see in person. So I have two options, and I can either go into town and get something to eat. I'm just not the hungriest yet. So I think I'm gonna go to the hot springs first. I will show you when I get there. Okay, so I'm at Agua Blanca. I just went into the museum. Had a great tour. It was in Spanish though, so I only filmed some of it. So this is like a small community, indigenous community, maintain the area, and it's an archaeological dig site. So they've just taken that as well. So here's one of the archaeological sites. Right, so these are funeral urns. So they have the remains in them. This is part of a large cemetery. Really cool place. So he just told me there's an underground river in this river, like 25 meters down, he said. Which is why all these trees are green year round. So this is a giant termite mound in the tree. You can see one of the houses through the woods here. And the mosquitoes are coming out. There's a pig and a goat. This is another one of the houses. And this is like a plantain mango papaya farm. This goat just follows me wherever I go. Gosh, this water is a crazy color. You can see the sulfur water. And then the normal water. Just like a match. Same exact smell of the sulfur. This is beautiful back here. So it's like a little health resort area back here. So they have the lagoon, which is supposed to have good properties, and then they have a spa. Let's see what this feels like. Of course, I didn't bring a towel. Oh, it's cold. It's really hot. So supposedly the water is supposed to be good for you. It smells terrible. I thought it was gonna be warm. I thought I was gonna like enjoy a hot tub, but it's very cool. Yeah, this is cool. It's like a little health area. So they have, you can see this little tent, like this red thing here. It's actually a tent where you go into sweat, and then you can come and jump in the sulfur water. There's some restaurants over there. I might see what they have. I'm starving. So I'm all done at the lagoon, but I'm starving, so I ordered an empanada just until I can get back. Oh my gosh, there's these little pigs. The salsa or the hot sauce is amazing. It's probably the best I've had. I would buy it if they sold it. It's that good. So good. Perfect snack. I could eat 100 of these. So I elected to walk back to the pickup point. They said it's pretty far, but I kind of wanted to see more of the place and be outside. It's really cool here. There's lots of animals and different things to see, but I'm already climbing like straight up of this mountain, so we'll see how big of a mistake that was. So this is one of the lookout points. You can see the mountains and the rain on top behind me, but it is so cool up here. You can see the plantain farms below. So yeah, just a little spot to stop real quick, but I have to get moving because I'm not gonna make my ride in time if I don't. So yeah, I'll check back in. Okay, so I just got back to town. Agua Blanca was really cool. It was neat to see the indigenous community living there and the archaeological sites and the sulfur pond. So that was really cool. My cab driver was a lot of fun on the way back. Yeah, it's definitely calmed down here since I left. When I first brought you here, it was very busy, and now it's pretty quiet. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is actually their school. So around noon, the kids come out and eat. It's kind of entertaining to watch. They scramble for food. But you can see the town is kind of dead now. So this is Ecuador. It's Ecuador late afternoon. So. Okay, so I found a cool place by the water right across the street, so I can still have the view I want. And I got, well, you'll see what I got. I'll show you later. I thought I was getting a grilled cheese, but it's like a vegetarian sandwich with fries and a garlic dip. Here's the sandwich. That's awesome. Fries are good too. I'm gonna enjoy this by the water, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so that was awesome. I'm exhausted though. I've been out all day. So I think I'm gonna go get some water, get some other groceries that I might need for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably just relax, hang out by the beach, and do some other work. But yeah, interestingly enough, they did not have change for my 20 again. So I barely had enough coin to pay my bill. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for following my day in a life in Ecuador. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or if there's anything else you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. So, thanks.